towering stature and possessed of impossible grace, the titanic keeper of secrets known as Shalaxi Helbane hunts the deadliest prey in the cosmos. As one of Slaanesh's favourite greater demons and a tracker and duelist of supreme skill, it is Shalaxi's privilege to bring war to the champions of the rival gods. Should an enemy warlord reach a sufficient prominence for the Dark Prince to become irritated by their existence, a mental impulse will burst in Shalaxi's soul. This is a raging wildfire in comparison to the spark of compulsion that might come to be in a mortal mind. It intensifies a quest so all-consuming that the hunter Helbane never stops, running the prey to the ground with tireless determination and the savvy of an expert tracker. Shalaxi's sensorion, exaggerated by the sheath of strange antenna that rises from the greater demon's head, like an ornate crown, allows one sense to be perceived as if it were another. The hunter can see fear as a misting cloud that portrays a distant quarry, detect the scent of a spell before it is cast, and hear the shearing sound of a mortal's life thread being cut slowly away, or even taste the tang of a cowardice as if it were a bitter citrus upon the greater demon's tongue. By blending the senses at will, Helbane can see the trail of a flying quarry hanging as a swirling line in the air, and even peer through a realm gate across the etheric void and out of the other side. This makes the Keeper of Secrets all but inescapable. Once Slaanesh has set his favoured agent on the trail of a hated foe, death is the sole outcome. The only safe haven, perhaps, can be found in those abyssal regions where little to no stimulus at all can thrive. Regions known well to the weaklings known as the Ideneth Deepkin. Shalaxi has ensnared and slain warrior kings, dragons, greater demons, and hulking tyrants of destruction. Often the hunter runs alone, for mortal followers and even demonettes struggle to match their leader's pace when the hunt nears its conclusion. Other times Shalaxi is accompanied by a pack of fiends, the beasts excited in joyous abandon as they race with their towering alpha. At the hunt's end, the keeper does not attack unseen, but speaks a challenge so carefully crafted with the subtle tongue of Slaanesh, it cannot be refused. Shalaxi's hedonite followers live in hope of witnessing the grand kill that follows. Some whisper that one day Helbane's blade will pierce the titanic heart of a god beast, those zoological creatures that exist above the natural law of the order of all things in the mortal realms, and in doing so prove the supremacy of chaos over the realms entire. Every aspect of Shalaxi's Helbane fighting style has been devised and perfected to counter the fiercest of prey. Slaanesh has held a bitter rivalry with Khorne the Blood God in matters martial, for in the Dark Prince's eye, to outclass a rival deity in their own obsession is to secure an unforgettable victory. In many ways, this is the primary reason for Shalaxi's existence: to take on the bloodthirsters of Khorne in a single combat and to defeat them, proving that skill and subtlety can beat raw strength and fury every time, embarrassing the Blood God at his strongest abilities. Shalaxi's hallmark, long spear, that weapon spoken in so many glorious songs and verses amongst the Hedonites. It is a weapon of stunning sharpness and reach. With the hunter's expertise behind it, it is able to dart in, past and swing around a ruinous great axe to impale the heart. But even with the most skillful of strikes, to overcome a bloodthirster's skill in close combat is nigh impossible. Because of this, Shalaxi wields a living whip, a pliable but unbreakable scourge that cracks out to wind like a serpent around the weapon of the enemy. Not only that, the hunter's war regalia is a long gown of pseudopod limbs that grasp and snatch and throttle like the tentacles of an octopus. Shalaxi has learned the fighting styles of rival greater demons through long experience. The hunter has impaled many a Lord of Change before they can finish their lethal incantations. She has also pierced through the blubbering chest of many great unclean ones to slash through the bleeding heart within, and outfought airborne bloodthirsters even as they hurtle through storm-choked skies. The Keeper of Secrets has long had a desire to lay low Skarbrand, that monstrosity so powerful he once sought to slay Khorne himself, and has dulled him to a standstill twice over. On the corpse-strewn fields outside Rantur Sigmarus, Helbane's long spear impaled Skarbrand through the neck, just as his axes took an arm in return, moments before the ebb and flow of a stormcast assault that forced them both apart. Under Vosgari Mount's burning mountain, Shalaxi disarmed Skarbrand, only for the bloodthirster to hurl himself backwards into a river of lava to evade the killing blow. The incandescent heart of his rage protected him from being incinerated, while a cascade of boiling lava put Shalaxi to flight. Now the scent of the exiled one is strong in Shalaxi's vision once more, and another showdown between the two greater demons seems inevitable. It is a confrontation that not only Slaanesh, but also the Blood God himself will watch most keenly. And that is my lore video for Shalaxi's Helbane. So I hope you enjoyed it. She is, well, I say she, it's she or a he, but I'm going to go with she of this one, like a lot of things with Slaanesh. Is a very cool character, something different to the Keeper of Secrets you generally see, to be honest, on the tabletop, and that's one of the things that people are a bit fed up with Slaanesh kind of at the start, seeing all those Keepers of Secrets, but Shalaxi is a bit different, has a different war scroll as well, which is cool. I think she is good in the game. It's a bit situational. She's best in Hedonites for Slaanesh, but I do also have one, and as most of my Slaanesh stuff is actually Slaves of Darkness, I'm considering allying her in to my Slaves of Darkness as a anti-hero monster, essentially, just to see how that would work, and thematically it would look very cool. I think, as we've just read in her lore, she is really quite interesting, as she really has only one purpose, and that is, like I mentioned, to take down Slaanesh's most, it's not really the most hated foes, but it's the foes that irritate Slaanesh the most. And that is Shalaxi's purpose. As soon as Slaanesh gets irritated by, I don't know, just the quick brutality of Khorne, like one of his champions, like a Mighty Lord of Khorne, is just slaughtering enemies so quickly that there's no pleasure in it, or enough pleasure for Slaanesh to be happy with, then Shalaxi will get this mass impulse in her brain that she can't even do anything about. This suddenly becomes her priority, to clench this essentially first by slaying this enemy. And I like it again how it's very Slaanesh, if you will, how it's not just, you know, a brutal weapon she just slashes at her enemy. It's all about precision with Shalaxi, how she ties up her prey and then jabs that spear into their heart. There's actually a really cool artwork picture of, I'm sure it would have been in this video, I would have had it up, of Shalaxi Helbane about to pierce the heart of a bloodthirster, which I think is really cool. I also like it that it's not so much as your typical assassin, shall we say, because I know Shalaxi Helbane is a massive greater demon, so it can't really sneak up that easily on you like a Clan Eshin greater assassin, shall we say. However, what she does is, even if she can try and ambush, she will announce to her prey that she is here and she is here to slay them. And it then gives the prey a chance to, you know, prepare themselves a little bit for a fight, or if they can even put up a fight against Shalaxi Helbane, if that. And I think that's really cool, and that is also put into the rules as well. Essentially, the rules reflect this model really well, because it really is an anti-hero / monster hero. It can fight against hordes and other units, but it is purely aimed against those heroes, which I think is really awesome. And I really look forward to working on my own, and also, of course, a great looking model and cool lore and cool rules, which really is all we can ask for, and something that I don't really see get played on the tabletop much. I think that's because the normal Keeper of Secrets, again, are really good and everyone builds them, so it's cool to see these named characters. Okay guys, so with that, like I say, that is going to be my short lore video on Shalaxi Helbane. I hope you have enjoyed it. What I would like to say is that this is the first video I have recorded with a new microphone. I won't say what microphone it is because there's no, you know, to stop monetization, anything like that, and there's no sponsorship for this video. But essentially, this microphone I've got, I will do a community post as well, you may see before this video, is essentially the biggest like money investment I've put into the channel so far. So I'm hoping it improves the audio. Again, if the audio is a little bit off in this video, it's literally just because I have set up this microphone today. So if it is a little bit off, please just let me know that in the comments, because then I can fix that problem, because this, like I say, I invested quite a lot into this microphone, so it should hopefully improve the audio quality of my videos, as I think every single person who views my videos are absolutely awesome, and I want to provide you guys with the best content possible. So I would also like to say to that is a massive shout out to my patrons, who, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to afford this mic in the first place. And that's going to, of course, be our Morghast, which is Sandback. Massive thank you to you, makers of that tier. You really are help supporting the channel. As like I say, if it wasn't for the patrons, I wouldn't be able to do this. So thank you very much, mate. Also, my vampires, of course. So we've got Mir Martinez, Rouse321, Max T, and also David A, who is a new patron. And I want to say a special shout out for you as well for deciding to become a patron of the channel. So great job, mate. So thank you to all my vampires. Do a fantastic job with that tier. And then, of course, can't forget about my necromancers. So that's going to be Jack Hale, Radiation Riley, AEW77, and Dice Sagas. Thank you very much for your continued support there. If you would like to become a patron, you'll find a link to it at the top of my description down below. Anything you could give, guys, even if it's just $1 a month, purely goes towards me being able to keep on doing these videos. So if you'd like to check it out, I'll be hugely appreciative. But if not, please smash that like button and that subscribe button if you have enjoyed this video and you haven't smashed those buttons already. Make sure you smash that bell notification button, as that means in case you enjoy this video and you're enjoying the content of this channel, it'll make sure that you will never miss a video of mine. So If you want to do that, guys, it'll be great. Absolutely free for you guys to do so, and massively supports the channel here on YouTube, as it lets YouTube know that other people may find this video and other videos helpful. So it helps share the content. Okay, guys, so until then, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you're all staying safe. Remember to wear a mask, wash your hands, stay hygienic so we can all start gaming again. And of course, remember until next time, that Nagash is all, and all is one in Nagash.